Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the West Ham Way YouTube channel. It's been a while since we last spoke. I've been on holiday for the last week. Funny story actually, I was supposed to be in Spain, but about 2 or 3 days before we're supposed to leave, my girlfriend looks in her bag and says, do you know what, I kind of should find my passport anywhere. So we had to substitute sunny Spain for a place called Glossop, which is just outside of Manchester. So I've never really heard Glossop being described as the Spain of England, but I guess it was our little Spain of England for a week. And I went up to the Manchester United Stadium, saw what could have been, the shirts of Maguire and McTominay. Such a shame we didn't manage to get those over the line. I could have been sat in the West Ham dressing room seeing those shirts. But anyway, it's good to be back. It's good to be talking about West Ham United Football Club. And a fair bit's happened since I've left, to be fair. I think we've had some very good results, very good performances. Nothing too crazy, but one thing I definitely want to talk about is the impact of Alphonse Areola. Now, we know at the start of the season, it was very much in doubt as to whether Fabianski or Areola were going to be starting. Of course, Fabianski was starting all the pre-season games. We were told last season that Areola was going to be the number one last season, and that never happened. And going into this season with Fabianski signing the new deal and starting pre-season, I thought to myself, well, it's going to be the same again, isn't it? It's going to be Fabianski starting, which, to be honest, I wasn't actually too upset about. I thought, Fabianski, he's a great keeper. He's been a great servant for us for many years now. I wasn't really too fussed about it. However, supposedly last minute, I'm not sure how much truth there is in it. Of course, Fabianski came out and absolutely bashed David Moyes and bashed the team for being told apparently very late on that he wasn't going to be the number one keeper this season. But, David Moyes has put a lot of faith in Areola. He's supposed to be the next keeper of West Ham. I imagine this will be Fabianski's last year, so it makes sense for him to take the reins this year with Fabianski in his last year. And I tell you what, he has absolutely repaid the faith. I've got a couple of stats here for you from the official Premier League website. So the first one that really jumps out at me is that as of last week, he had the most saves in the Premier League. It's now Wes Foderingham of, I believe, Sheffield United, I believe he's a keeper of. Areola is second with 26 saves. 26 saves. That's insane. 26 saves. I mean, yeah, listen, you could look at it and say, well, why are we not, why are we letting that many shots be conceded? Why are we allowing ourselves to put Areola in that amount of danger? So obviously there is sometimes a little bit to be said about, obviously the worst teams in the league are going to have more saves, or the worst keepers in the league are going to have more saves because they've got bad defences and facing more shots. Teams like City, their keepers are going to have very little saves, obviously because they've got a better defence. So yes, sometimes it can be put that way. However, he's still made 26 saves. He's still made 26 saves, and he's still done really, really well. You've got Andre Onana up there with 20. You've got Vicario as well, the new Spurs keeper. And obviously, these are teams that aren't doing too badly at the moment, especially, like I said, teams like Spurs and ourselves. And then you also look at high claims. So that is when a keeper, obviously, a ball comes into the box, they run up and they catch it in midair. Areola is second for that, and he's got 9. Only Jose Sarr with 15 is better. He's beaten the likes of Sam Johnston, Robert Sanchez, Emilio Martinez. We look at another one here that was quite interesting. It was punches. So for punches, once again, I believe he is second. No, he's third, sorry. So he's third with 3 punches, and only Jose Sarr and Flecken are higher than him. He's also the only keeper in the league, besides, I believe it's Neto, to have saved a penalty this season. Now, again, obviously, sometimes you look at that and say, well, let's be honest, if he didn't have a penalty to face, you wouldn't save it. But he still saved the penalty. He went the right way. It was a terrible penalty from Enzo Fernandez, I believe it was, but he still saved it. So just by the stats alone, and bearing in mind as well that the way we're playing at the moment is not bad at all. And I don't believe we've conceded too many goals either. So to have had, he hasn't got a clean sheet yet, unfortunately. It is what it is. But West Ham currently have conceded 7 goals in the Premier League, and we are 5 games in. So we've conceded just more than 1 goal a game. You might think that's terrible, but when you look at teams like Brighton, they've also conceded 7. Teams like Villa have conceded 10. Newcastle also conceded 7. So you can't really, be too upset about the fact that we've conceded 7 goals. But I think 5 games, 7 goals, when we face the likes of Manchester City, when we face the likes of Chelsea, Bournemouth are also quite a hard team to beat. We faced them as well. Brighton are one of the best teams. I mean, you know, City, Brighton, and Chelsea. You wouldn't have thought much of that. And I think we conceded 2 goals against Chelsea and Brighton, and 3 against City. So if you take the City game out of the equation, we've only conceded 4 goals, which of course, you know, you expect to see that many goals against City. It's Manchester City, for Christ's sake. I mean, they're absolutely out of this world. They're incredible. But I would say, to be honest, 5 games, he's averaging 26 saves a game. So, you know, I can't really do the math on that. It's probably about what, like 6 saves a game, roundabout 6 saves a game, just under 6 saves a game. And he's also got quite a lot of punches, quite a lot of high claims. I just think he's doing really, really well. And I think, considering there was a lot of turmoil going into this season with who was going to be our number one, it's a season where we're coming off the back of one of our best/worst seasons. You know, obviously we won the Conference League, but we did pretty poor when it came to league form. So I think realistically he's doing really well. And also, I do talk about the idea that, you know, yes, if you're conceding more shots on target, you're going to make more saves. But teams like Luton, who have 10 goals conceded, for instance, are not up there with the saves. Burnley, Trafford with 11 goals, they're not up there with the saves. Neither is Jordan Pickford, 9 goals for Everton. So it's not necessarily that misleading to say that, you know, Areola is currently one of the best goalkeepers in the league currently at how he's doing stuff. Yes, we haven't got a clean sheet with him, but I think he's making some great saves. I mean, in that City game itself, he was absolutely brilliant. I think he made like 3 saves in a row to try and keep it out. And I think if you've got him in the FPL team, then you've got a little bargain there, £4 million. And he's done really, really well for them. So in my eyes, I think Areola's repaid the faith. He's earned that number 1 shirt. And it'd be very interesting to see come the end of the season, or even come next season, whether we're going to be sticking with him, whether they're going to maybe Fabianski on a new deal, or whether we're going to be looking to get a new number 1 in. But as of right now, Areola is a safe pair of hands.